Welcome to the class. Today I'm here to take a session on time management. Before that, let me introduce myself. I am Vijayalakshmi, having 7 years of work experience in education industry and 2 years of IT experience in Java technology. Presently, I'm working with IRS, teaching IT subjects and soft skills classes. Coming to today's program, it's a session on time management. Time management is life management. To manage your time is to manage your life. In this session, we see few topics about importance of time, what is time management, classifications of time, how to manage time, tips for time management, and benefits of time management. Coming on to importance of time. Knowing the importance of time. To realize the value of 1 year, ask the student who has failed his final exam. The student who know the value of 1 year to again rewrite the exam to clear his exams knows the value of 1 year. To realize the value of 1 month, ask the mother who has given birth to a premature baby. Mother should take extra care for the baby. To realize the value of 1 week, ask the editor of a weekly newspaper if the circulation has gone down in a week. To realize the value of 1 day, ask the daily wage earner who has 10 kids to feed. This is associated with not only the time importance but also the activity which we do within that particular time. So each task has its own importance with certain duration amount of time. This is importance of time according to the activity which we do. Coming on to what is time management. Time management is a process of planning and exercising conscious control over the amount of time spent on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, or productivity. That is, we have a consciously thinking about the amount of time spent in order to increase our performance. Managing time is to make best use of time. Time management indicates we are not going to count the number of hours. It is how many hours which we have used for our betterment, for our performance increase. Looking at the picture, we have yesterday, which has been gone, tomorrow is going to come, but the time which is being today, now, this minute is important, which is needed to be used up. There are 3 steps in order to easily maintain or manage the time. The first one is record. Record all the activities which you do from morning to night and have the analysis of which time slot, which activity you have done, and plan accordingly, analyze it, and then check it out how much of time has been effectively utilized and how much is being wasted. Then you can change the plan accordingly the next day in order to use up much more time effectively. These are the 3 steps: record the activities, analyze the activities, and change the activities according to the time slots which you are maintaining from morning to night. Coming on to classification of time, we have 3 categories of time: sold time, maintenance time, and discretionary time. Coming to sold time, the time one spent to get something in return. For example, working for an employee to get money, studying for certain amount of duration to get qualification. That is, a return is being brought by the time spent is called as solid time. The other type of time is maintenance time. The time spent doing things that are necessary to maintain ourselves, like eating, sleeping, cleaning, dressing, etc., as well as maintaining others. Third type of time is discretionary time, the time that remains at one's disposal and can be spent in any way that one likes. This discretionary time is needed to be calculated, and the amount of time you spend every day on different activities. It will help you to understand how much discretionary time you have and how to utilize. Here we see certain don'ts to avoid certain things, like avoiding things which are not urgent and not important. For example, watching TV, watching cricket, chatting, internet surfing for fun, usage of cell phone just for talking, chit chatting, and cinema, and many more which are not urgent and not important. So, avoid these things, you will be getting plenty of time. And avoid procrastination. Do not delay the things due to lack of willpower, fear of failure, and unpleasant tasks, or waiting for some more information. Do not put off the tasks in between. Do not procrastinate anything. Just do the activity according to the time plan. Next, we have tasks for managing time. In order to manage our time effectively, first we need to set certain goals. And the goal should be a SMART goal containing 5 characteristics. S stands for specification, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. These 5 features must be there for our goal. Set time to achieve a goal within certain time bound. After setting the goal, write down all the activities which are needed to be done to achieve that goal and prioritize the work. Monitor how you are spending the time. More job, less productivity, or less job, more productivity. Have the action plans, to do lists, and effectively scheduling the activities and maintaining the activity log, that whether you have effectively utilized the time or wasted certain amount of time. Do smart work by even calculating the costs and analyzing the resources available, and periodically measure your success. So setting goals, prioritizing work, do the smart work are 3 important things in order to do for managing the time. You have POSEC method, where P stands for prioritize, O for organizing, S for streamlining, E for economizing, C for contributing. Prioritize your activities according to the time and define your life by goal setting. Organizing things you have to accomplish regularly in order to be successful. Streamlining things you may not like to do but you must do it. Economizing things you should do or may even like to do but they are not pressingly urgent. Contributing by paying attention to the few remaining things which make a difference. These are the 5 rules which are being maintained by POSEC method in order to manage the time. Time management tips. If we follow certain tips in order to maintain time, we can effectively use the time for our activities. The first one which we have here is keep a to do list. Always make a list of activities which you need to do today. So, write it down the list of activities and then start working upon them. And set the personal goals. Always Every person has to have certain personal goals like health goals, financial goals, career goals. So, setting personal goals, we can allocate certain time for whichever slot of goals which we are working upon. Then we need to prioritize these goals in order to do certain activities. Once prioritizing, we can know which are important tasks to be completed today and which can be postponed so that it will be in a later a part of our week to be done. We'll be having certain distractions. These distractions are needed to be managed, where we shouldn't distract, we shouldn't lose focus upon the work which we are doing. So managing distraction saves us a lot of time. Do not procrastinate. Don't put off the work because of certain reason. You just understand why you are not able to do, and then approach to do that by solving the reason for not doing it. You have too much of time, but don't take too much load on one day to achieve larger tasks. Plan limitedly so that you can accomplish far ahead which you are planning. Forget about multitasking here. You can not go with multitasking. If you want perfection, go one task at a time, and after completing that, you can go on to the other. Do not get rush from being busy. Don't think that you are busy. Slow down a little bit and plan accordingly and make your activities flow one after the other, not feeling busy. Take breaks at regular intervals in order to refresh your activity, in order to refresh your mind. And effectively scheduled tasks will improve the management of time. So when working on time management, focus on results, not on being busy. It is not important that you are busy or not, but whether the results are being attained by the activities which you are doing by managing the time is important. So focus on results, not on the time count. Here we need to go with planning. Don't count every hour in the day. Make every hour in the day count by certain work. Here, plan each day what you need to do. Have a daily and weekly planners. Then have a long term planner. So, accomplishing daily tasks. So, 7 days together will give us a weekly task. Accomplishing several weeks and months and years will be giving our long term planner. So each day should be perfect in order to achieve longer goals. Evaluate how you are spending your time daily, weekly, and monthly. Then plan ahead. You need to plan ahead before you start actually doing the work. So plan tomorrow's tasks today so that there will not be any confusion when you begin the day tomorrow with your activities. Gather the information and be prepared in order to work out those activities. Then allocate time slots today itself. So when you are planning ahead, you will be clear in the targets when you are going to accomplish those. Select a task and start a timer. Once starting the timer, aim for the results within that particular allocated time. Coming on to the time matrix, which is the major part in time management, we are categorizing this matrix based upon two characteristics. One is important and the other is urgent. So we can have four combinations with these two characteristics: important, urgent, important, not urgent, not important, urgent, and not important and not urgent. These are the four quadrants which we have in our square, where the first one is important and urgent. Always we need to focus on important and urgent immediately. Examples: the tasks which need immediate attention, we need to do those. We need to give priority to those activities. If we have many in that schedule, we need to prioritize each one according to their importance and then work out immediately. The second quadrant is important and not urgent. Even though the activity is very important for our career, but it is not so urgent as we need to do now itself. So we'll be planning this activity to do on regular basis to cover this importance on regular basis until it becomes urgent. So we'll be having planning and relationship building sort of activities under this quadrant. The third quadrant is not important but urgent. So deal with this effectively. Things which are worthwhile doing, things that appears to be worth doing, we need to focus those things under this quadrant. And fourth quadrant is not important and not urgent. Ignore or minimize this particular quadrant. All time waste activities will be coming into this. That is, the activity is not at all important and it is not at all urgent. So all watching TV shows, wasting time in talking, gossiping, all those will be coming under here. So reduce as much as the fourth quadrant, that time can be allocated to the other quadrants. So this is the time matrix which you have. Any activity should belong to one of the quadrant. So have the activity in your hand and place it in which quadrant it will come for today and work accordingly. Then you have 10 common time management mistakes. So we frequently make certain mistakes so that the time is not in our control. We are not consciously controlling the time amount which we are spending for our efficiency. Here, failing to keep a to-do list, always thinking about what are the things tomorrow to be done but will not maintain a list, and not setting the personal goals. We doesn't have the goal to accomplish that, and we are not prioritizing the tasks which is important, which is not important, and failing to manage the distractions. Always when distractions comes, we are distracting our focus from our goals. Then we have procrastination. Just have a fear of failing or unplanned activities. If we are doing, just putting off the work out of not interest, all this comes under procrastinations. Don't put off the work, continue until you achieve certain results in that particular time slot. You have a quality of overloading yourself to do more work in one day. So do not overload. Balance your work accordingly, according to the week which is being spread out. Then you have, don't to be very much busy. Slow down and just cut down the busy works and slowly sort it out one after the other. Don't do multitasking, but when you are going for multitasking, both the works will be half done. So take care of multitasking. And if you are not taking breaks, and you will be overloaded with the things which you want to do, and it doesn't actually gives the efficiency or performance level or quality in your job. So here, ineffectively scheduling tasks, we doesn't have a efficiency in scheduling the tasks, this also will be a mistake. So if we all remove these mistakes, these only will be transformed as the tips for managing or advantages of managing the time in which will be in our control. Always there will be a schedule here, like what is the amount which I am spending in a day for work, that is the sole time, and I am using certain sleeping time, family time. So this comes under the this time comes under the discretionary time, where you can reduce or increase the particular time. And having the sending the mails, or else interacting with social media, spending with friends, exercising, reading. So for each and every activity there should be certain slot allocated in your day. So that sort of schedule, if you plan, you can reduce where you are wasting the time and increase the productivity in time management. And we should use the time very much wisely, as you cannot recycle once the time is being wasted. A minute gone cannot be brought back. So respect time and give value to the time and do accordingly the activities. Limit online time stealers like social websites, YouTube and Facebook, and email checking and replying for long hours, and web browsing, searching, and this should be stopped if we are wasting a lot of time of our day in this. So limit, have only less amount of span for checking out these, and avoid interruptions and also phone calls if they are not necessary. The benefits of time management. Now we have many benefits for time management. It will bring us peace in our life when we are smoothly managing our time, where you will be more productive and you can reduce your stress levels, you can improve your self esteem and achieve balance in your life. This balance in life is important. This can be achieved when you are managing your time effectively, and you avoid meltdowns, you doesn't have any failures, and you feel more confident in your ability to get things done, and you will reach your goals. And that is the why, take the time you need to do a quality job. Always grab the time to do a quality job. Things to take care, where take time to plan and execute. So having a 15 minutes of plan of what the activities you are going to do in a day or a week is not at all a time waste, as it will save you much more amount of time at the end. So be aware of how your time is being spent, and set a realistic schedule for yourself, and make daily reviews on the routine which you are doing. So don't forget that by taking time out to manage your time saves much more time in the end. Thank you for the session. If you have any queries, email to vijayls9@gmail.com, and you can even call to my mobile number 9949466136. Thank you for this session. Please post your comments at the end. Thank you.